Good morning. Hello, welcome on in, guys. I am Unoptimized Fool, and today we're starting a brand new thing. This is Saturday news, early in the morning, before 9 a.m. Wake up, smell the coffee. That's full, by the way. That was just not a lot left in it. I was drinking it. But welcome on in. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to do an optimized news review here. I'm going to take the top picks of what I think are the most important news in World of Warcraft and talk about them today in one giant unedited video. Okay, so this is our first rendition. I got some cards here. Okay, first topic of the day: Crest discount catch up for alt season 1 of War Within. Okay, so what this is it came from a Morgan Day interview with Max, the leader of Liquid Guild, that world's first guild. And what that means is, in the past, we would have to, if we wanted to gear our alts through the mythic system and to upgrade the tiers, we would have to run that class through that content. Now with warband currency, we can send, potentially, they said it's still work in progress, but the fact that he talked about it makes me think that they are pretty solid on this thing, right? So what they're going to be doing is they're going to be sending over with a 30% discount, and you can send it to alts. So now alts can get geared up through your main. You don't even have to be on them anymore. You can just funnel them gear. That's a fantastic way, and this is a really good way to get transmog. So I think that was a really good piece of news that I honestly think it is. Can this thing get off me? Unbelievable. Consent, you know what I mean? Gee whiz. All right. Possible Trolley and WoW promotion with a battle pet? What is that about? So Trolley, if you don't know, is the gummies, right? And there's a potential thing on their website. They say, hey, come back September 1st. There's a World of Warcraft, Sea of Thieves, and Diablo themed kind of style. So what's cool about this is if you get a bag, I'm not sure if you just get one bag or you have to get like a special code, but you get a nice battle pet in World of Warcraft called Wormy. It looks pretty awesome. But it really begs the question, why are we always sponsoring all the unhealthy food? We have like Mountain Dew, right? You have the gummy worms, right? They're coated in sugar. You have Doritos, you have bagel bites, perhaps Hot Pockets, or even what are those little mini pizza things, pizza bites, what are they called, the pizza rolls? Yeah, pizza rolls. There's sometimes advertisements on there for games. Why aren't they ever sponsoring carrots? You know, something healthy. Oh, I get it, gamers have a shitty diet, as you can see, right? A shitty diet. But maybe if you told me to eat carrots to get a WoW pet or a WoW mount, I would probably eat carrots for that. Like, yo, if you eat 10 million carrots, you can have a mount. I would eat 10 million carrots. I would probably get some sort of carrot disease at that point. But yeah, I think that's a good thing, and you know, an awesome way to get some more, some cool Blizzard gear and WoW gear, and Diablo, I guess, is also part of it too. So right now, as I'm recording this is happening, but this also happened in the past too. Warband currency transfers are currently disabled, and Blizzard is working on a fix. Not fast enough, okay? So Blizzard, for some reason, cut the currencies and said there was a bug associated. Now that means they either found a systematic bug that was eventually gonna, be brought in through the War Within expansion, or they found a potential exploit with duping the currency, so that they disabled it, right? So what do I think, honestly? I mean, it's been, right now as I'm speaking, I'm doing this on Friday night, it's been 48 hours since we had an update. So, Tuesday is coming fast. I'm sorry, not Tuesday. Thursday is coming fast. And I'm a little worried that we might have to wait until Tuesday, because again, I'm waiting for my currency for my thing now. But if this is fixed by the time this video is out, this system happened, and maybe it fixed an exploit or a dupe or whatever it might have been, but it was down for a long time. I'm hoping that they can get this fixed. Just present me issues we're dealing with. So we're dealing with that right now, and it's hard. Again, we're in pre-patch, so it's kind of hard to gear our alts when we can't funnel that currency through our alts. So that's something to look out forward to. Yeah, there we go. We also had an animated short Illyria, Light and Shadow. Okay? A beautiful animated short. If you haven't watched it yet, it's been within a week of it coming out, so I won't give any spoilers. But it's a tearjerker. I honestly teared up a bit. Has action, tears, lore. It's hot in here, by the way. Holy crap! That's okay. I didn't pay my electricity bill, so this light's about to go out. That's okay. But it's their first 2D animation, and the style looks amazing. It's almost like an anime, right? That's pretty cool. I don't really like anime, but I would love to watch a show about this. And it really got the conversation going of them venturing into new media, right? Could they be doing more shows, right? I know they did a movie before. They I think had an article either a year ago or 2 years ago. They talked about Warcraft moving into different types of medias and games and stuff like that. So it'd be really cool to see a show based off of WoW. Could be an anime even. I would watch the anime. It would be the only anime I've ever watched. And or they could do games. I know that AA studio inside of Blizzard, they're doing the games now based off their old IPs. So it could be, again, they're experimenting. It's good when companies experiment because you never know when they're going to strike gold. And I think they did strike gold with this one. But if you haven't seen it, watch the animated short. It's beautiful. It talks about Illyria's story between light and shadow. Again, her progression from light to void. I mean, that's not spoilers. We know that about her. All right, don't give me that crap. All right. Got two more here, okay? Exact Mythic Plus mob count values no longer trackable with the War Within. Okay, we're talking about Mythic Plus here. Now, again, I talked about add-on dependency and how this is a great thing. Okay, add-ons are doing too much of the work, right? Blizzard owns this game, so they get to determine what add-ons go and what stay. Like, for example, when we first had Classic WoW, the quest would be like, go southeast and fight some boars, and on the map it would show nothing. That's why the add-on called Questy came into popularity, and eventually they're like, Questy's just basically on every major account. Basically, we might as well incorporate it into the game to make it easier. So they did. So Questy then fell off because obviously you have that internal system. Now sometimes Blizzard incorporates these add-ons, or sometimes they block the add-ons from accessing that certain information. In this case, they blocked that certain information being followed, aka that mob count. So now you have to do a little bit more planning, like, we don't know the exact count. There's an add-on that kind of bypasses this, but if you like refresh or reload or log out or do anything like that, it breaks. So it's not really accurately, it's just assuming. And when you assume in high keys, it's never a good idea. So I think this is a great idea. Getting off our add-on dependence is a great thing and great for our systems. Again, there's a lot of mumbling and grumbling, but honestly, they'll get over it, guys. They will get over it. All right, there's no need to grumble about this because it's good for our ecosystem. When this game should exist with no add-ons. The game should be uplifted by itself. I know that some add-ons will never, I know that add-ons will be a part of this system forever, but we don't need add-ons telling us how many mobs to get. We can figure that out through the gameplay, and Blizzard has decided that was a gameplay thing that was being taken advantage of by these add-ons, and I agree with Blizzard here. So you can grumble all you want. Hopefully Blizzard does not back down. Last article for this morning wrap-up here, for this weekly morning wrap-up. Drakthir class restriction removal is coming soon. So why do I say this? Well, there was a WoWcast video kind of going a deep dive in delves and raids and Mythic Plus, and they showed off the warbands for a minute because that's a relatively new system, so they want to show it off again. And inside of the warband, you saw a Drakthir with 2 battle axes. Now that's not possible in current WoW. That means that was a Fury Warrior, okay? That means that that's a new class for Drakthir, right? Right now, Drakthir, if you didn't know, can only be evokers. So that means that over time, through the Dragon Isles, the Drakthir have learned different abilities from different classes and are finally coming out of their areas. Now, this won't be in launch of 11.0.2. It won't be live when it comes out the 22nd or the 26th, depending on your tax bracket. It will be probably coming in the 0.5 patch or a 0.1 patch. I think it's a 0.1 patch because, again, they haven't made any announcement on this. They just showed it off and didn't say anything about it. This is just the speculation. I mean, obviously, they wouldn't show Drakthir with 2 battle axes if it wasn't possible. That would require them to make a special condition just for that. That means that we were probably seeing an internal build with Drakthir being able to take 2 hands. And of course, too, as you know, in game development, they probably have working, 0.1 builds and probably 11.2 builds. They probably are even starting working on Midnight too. So guys, again, this stuff's already happening. But yeah, guys, this is the morning announcements, a weekly announcements, kind of a recap of the major things in WoW. Now, if you don't watch my daily shows where I cover medium-sized sources, obviously I don't cover everything, but this is where I cover everything. If you don't watch one piece of my stuff, except if you only watch one piece, let me rephrase that. If you only watch one piece of my content, watch this one. This covers the major storylines and news from that I think are major. Now, again, I'm different. Wowhead does the same thing, but they have different articles. Now, this one was a little bit shorter because, again, I came up, I actually, with the help of Tom Reforge, shout out to Tom Reforge, told me that I should probably do a weekly thing. I've been, tossing around a weekly recap in my head for such a long time, but him kind of coming to me and saying you should do this kind of really sparked that for me. So shout out to Tom Reforge. You also follow him. He does some good content as well on X and Twitch and Kick. He's everywhere these days, okay? So make sure you follow Tom because he really kickstarted this process. Now, if you notice anything that you want changed, you want it more edited, I like to kind of just do one giant speech. Again, I'm gonna mess up. I'm a human being, okay? I want this more personal. I don't want edits like cut, right? I'm not a machine, okay? The only cuts that you saw was in the intro, okay? That's it. All right, I'm not looking for perfection here. If you want perfection, we'll watch someone else's edited videos. I'm more personal. I'm going to make mistakes. And it's okay because that's the type of content that I want to do. But yeah, welcome on in to the Unoptimized. I don't have a title for it yet, but it'll be right above. You'll see it. It'll be like Unoptimized Weekly Review or something like that. Probably that. I don't know. But I'm in my closet. I'm Unoptimized Fool. If you enjoy this type of content, if this is the first time seeing me, hit that like button or wherever the fuck you see this from. All right, X or YouTube, follow the page and strap in because next time we do this Saturday review, we will be knees deep in War Within. All right, guys, Unoptimized Fool out from the closet. I'll see you guys next time.